Hi, this is Jeff Mesnick with the Channel Marketing Journal. I'm here today with Steve Taylor. He's the Global Partner Leader for Cisco Capital. We're excited to talk a little bit about financing in the channel. How are you doing today, Steve?
Doing great, Jeff. Hope you're well.
I am. We're doing well here in Boston. Where are you located in?
I'm in Colorado.
Oh,
Beautiful day in the
nice.
mountains as well.
Oh, that's beautiful. Love Colorado. So what I'd like to start with is let's just talk briefly about, what you do for Cisco and why it is important.
My role in Cisco is to support Oliver Tusick and the global channel organization and help partners deliver financial choices to customers. I think, as all of us are well aware, customers started having cloud and SaaS experiences a few years ago. That's driven a massive transformation, which has put a lot of stress on channel partners from a financial business model perspective. And so our role has been to innovate and do things that help partners deliver cloud and SaaS-like experiences um, on premise, for example, or in other ways through managed services.
Excellent. So what I often hear from a lot of distributors and other vendors is they're turning to their channel partners and they're saying cloud or die. And for these guys, as you've kind of started to hint on, that could be a big challenge, both because it seems like their business model almost has to change completely. Is that correct?
It does, because they go from collecting most or all of the money up front for whatever it is the customer is receiving to, in many cases, paying for that up front, but then having to collect from the customer over time. And so what we've done is create ways to help the partners, whether it's distribution or the partner resellers, help them monetize those upfront investments in ways that allow the customer to get the payment over time choices that they want, and allows the partner an easier transition into that financial business model of getting most of their money up front to now getting it over the course of some sort of term agreement, whether again it's a managed service or something like that.
So do you work with a lot of distributors as well? Are you working with the major ones? So can the partners access you that way, or how do they access you guys?
They can access us both direct if they're a Cisco direct partner, or through distribution. In fact, we've got a number of initiatives in distribution today. We started working with distribution in the European market about 3.5 years ago, and are now moving some of our learnings and some of those capabilities that we've developed into the North American and the Asia Pacific marketplace. So again, the distributors have exactly the same challenge in helping their reseller customers deliver that payment choice to end user customers that the direct partners have.
Yeah. How about working with the partners on their actual financial books? Because the booking of the revenue has to be now changed. And doesn't it impact their reporting and their numbers?
I suppose it can. Most of this, from a partner point of view, is a cash flow and a risk management challenge. We generally don't get involved with the accounting. We don't advise people how to account for things, and generally, just because we're involved doesn't necessarily change the way they're required to account for it. So the accounting rules are the accounting rules. Again, what we're trying to solve for is the bigger problem. I believe the bigger problem, since none of us can change the accounting rules, of um, cash flow and monetization, and being able to move to a payment choice for the customer that meets what the customer needs are, which are, as well as deliver on the risk management side. So if you're a channel partner and historically you've given net 30, 60, 90 type terms to a customer, you're used to doing that. You've done that for many years, and that's not a that's not a significant challenge. But now, if the customer's saying, I want to pay you over the next 3 to 5 years, not only do I have a cash flow challenge, but I have to have a whole different level of expertise around risk assessment. Is that customer going to be viable for the next 3 to 5 years and be able to make those payments to me? I have to have a different set of operational capabilities in order to bill and collect for that revenue stream over the 3 to 5 year commitment that that customer has. And so there are a lot of things that we already have the infrastructure and the capabilities to do that help, again, support that business model transition and let the customer get what they're looking for as well, which is, I want to contract with one IT provider. I don't want to own and operate the IT. I want somebody to do that for me, and I want to benefit and have some flexibility or agility around the scalability of my costs and paying for that IT solution as I'm getting the benefits of it.
So you will, in essence, take a contract and you'll upfront give them, so maybe it's 5 months or 6 months of that payment upfront so that they can have that cash flow, just to get specific. Is that about right? Or will you do more? I mean, how does the partner do the transformation? They can't continue to rely on the full cash upfront, so they have to have some kind of residual that helps them makes the transformation, right?
Yeah, think about it this way. You're a partner who has entered into a contract with a customer, and let's just use managed services to make it easy. That managed service contract might be $1 million over the course of a 3-year term, paid monthly. So you divide $1 million by 36, and that's what the customer is going to pay every month. It's about $2,700 or $27,000 a month. In order to turn that revenue stream on with the customer, maybe you have to buy $500,000 worth of kit, software, plus do deployment services, and then you add into that some ongoing services that you're going to provide as part of the managed service. You might have to pay that $500,000 up front to Cisco, to distribution, in order to turn on that payment stream and collect your money. We can fund that $500,000 for the partner up front, allow the partner to go contract on a single contract for the $1 million contract, and have the money they need to pay distribution or pay Cisco or pay their employees for the deployment work or pay for other third-party elements that are part of that overall managed service solution for the customer. So that's a repeatable, scalable model. You can do that as a partner over and over and over again, versus having to invest and carry that $500,000 on your own balance sheet and then carry the cash flow for the first 18 months of the contract before you get to break even on your investments. There are a number of different ways, probably more than we would have time for today, but there are a number of different ways to plug into those programs, either through access through distribution or access through Cisco and accessing the Cisco capital resources around the world, because we have people all around the world that are available to help in country with local partners, regional partners, and global partners to access the programs and the capabilities that would allow them to make this transition.
I think this is a great service that you guys have really kind of focused in on here. It really provides opportunity for the partners to transition and make the move into becoming more of a cloud provider. So I wanted to thank you, Steve, for the time today. This is Jeff Mesnick with the Channel Marketing Journal. I look forward to talking with you again soon. Thanks.
Thanks, Jeff.